Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. Today I think we've got the last of the showcases, apart from eventually when Ginyu of course gets an EZA, and we're taking the free-to-play Krillin slash Vegeta exchange unit. We're going to get them up on the Dokkan wiki. Should have probably had this before, but I've had a quick glance at what they can do, their kit, their passive, etc. And I'm not gonna lie, it makes me feel like the Zarbon and Dodoria and this Krillin and Vegeta exchange unit will eventually get an EZA, either in a potential part 3, but I don't think there is going to be one, or an EZA down the line. Like, their kits look like a good foundation of, like, you know, them potentially getting EZA for the future to build on. But right now, in terms of where we've seen free-to-play units and how good they've been in the last couple years, these two don't really kind of match up to that, I'll be honest. These two, and of course Zarbon and Dodoria. So while you're Krillin, you have a leader skill of Planet Namek Saga category key +3 and HP and attack and defense +50%. On super attack, causes supreme damage to enemy, and that is literally just it. The passive is attack and defense +60%, plus an additional attack and defense +30% when performing a super attack. Medium chance of evading enemy's attack, including super, which is a 30% chance to evade. Then plus an additional 30% up to 60% with each attack evaded, including super attack. You can get the active skill off, you can get the exchange off with Vegeta by basically avoiding 4 or more attacks, including super attack, which of course happens once only in battle. In terms of link skills when you're Krillin, they're not great, I'll be honest. Turtle School, Z Fighters, Courage, Solid Support, Brainiacs, High Compatibility, Shattering the Limit, and then categories of Planet Namek Saga, Dragon Ball Seekers, Earthlings, Rapid Growth, Battle of Wits, and Turtle School. So yeah, it's not looking great, I'll be completely honest. We'll go through what Vegeta can do eventually when we have him exchanged in. But yeah, it looks like a decent basis, but for example, to get the extra defense, you literally have to evade twice. That's it. You literally just evade twice and bang, you've got him stacked up. I don't know, as I said, it looks like a good foundation for a unit if they were getting an EZA, but they don't look to be getting one. So either there is going to be a part 3 that we don't know about, and both the free-to-play units in Zarbon and Dodoria and this Krillin and Exchange Vegeta unit will be getting EZAs, or they'll be getting EZAs in the distant future. I don't know, let me know what you think about these two units down below. Do you think there's an EZA coming for them? But right now, especially Zarbon and Dodoria, who remind me a lot of Yamu and Spopovich, they're not that great. If they got EZAs, I reckon they'll be really good units. As I said, Zarbon and Dodoria remind me of EZA, Yamu and Spopovich, just nowhere near as good. So we'll have to wait and see, but do let me know what you think. But I'm going to get into a Dokkan event and see what these two can do. They're on rotation immediately, by the way, if you're wondering like what's with the weird team. It's so I can get some form of links off. Of course, you're mainly going to be exchanging this unit, or we're going to be planning to exchange this unit. And to get them links on the team for Krillin, I think the best bet will probably just be having the on Dokkan Awaken Krillin, but then at the same time, I don't like to force links where you have to literally go get an on Dokkan Awaken version of the same card or same unit and then link them together that way. So that's what I mean. The links are quite bad for Krillin. Maybe if you run them on Turtle School, it'll be fine. But then when if you use the exchange, terrible. So yeah, we're gonna get some links off. I think about 3. So we got this Vegeta who will link with the Vegeta when he comes out pretty well. Same with this Frieza with Prodigies and Brawl Beatdown. Goku shares like Shattering the Limit. We've got Kid Gohan for support when it's super in, and then we have the support in Vegeta for when we exchange out for Krillin for Vegeta for the extreme types on in. So yeah, so we're literally just getting Shattering the Limit off at the moment. In terms of stats, we're looking at 76k attack stat, 42k defense. I know free-to-play units don't have the highest stats, like immediately turn 1, depending on what they can do. But it just doesn't seem that good. Like, it feels a little too low. 706k stat to start. Which, if Krillin built up his attack stat on Super, I would understand. Which Vegeta does, by the way. He actually stacks attack. But they just seem a little lackluster. As I said, they're good foundations of what a unit can do. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that they're terrible, but it looks like a unit that is going to get an EZA at some point. And like I said, the passives and the kits on both the free-to-play units in this celebration have a good basis, like a good foundation. You then get EZA'd and then go, wow, these are actually pretty good free-to-play options you can run on like Planet Namek Saga, for example. As I said before, the Zarbon and Dodoria really do remind me of the EZA Spamu and Jokovic. Just Spamu and Jokovic, excuse me? No, Yamu and Spopovic, but just nowhere near as good. So there's one dodge, which means we got an extra 30% defense. Don't forget, they're getting a bonus 30% attack and defense, or Krillin's getting a bonus attack and defense plus 30% performance super attack. We need to evade 4 more times. 4 more times, and then we can get the exchange off. I have gone pretty much almost full additional on these two, just because Vegeta stacks up attack. And of course they have a built-in evade. But yeah, it's just, as I said, it looks like a good foundation to a unit that will eventually get an EZA, whether that's in an eventual part 3, which I've heard some people say, but I don't think there's going to be one. If there is, I'm definitely not going to complain. But it does look like they're set up to essentially receive an EZA in the future or near future, depending on what Dokkan decide to do. But yes, all I know, at the current stage where they've just been Dokkan awakened, they're not the greatest, I'll be honest. Like, no, they're not going on any teams. They're not like, they're, for example, a good free-to-play unit, like in the recent years of Dokkan, you could maybe argue a case of potentially they got on the team instead of someone else. But 9 times out of 10, unfortunately, they don't quite make it. Or if you're missing units, you could easily be like, yeah, this, like the Universe 7 units from Year 6 Anniversary, you'll literally be like, yeah, cool, I'll put these free-to-play units on, no doubt, easy. We are getting a little boost by the Kid Gohan right now, so 116k attack stats, 73k defense. But yeah, you could easily be like, oh, I'm missing this unit from Reps Universe 7, let me put, I don't know, I'm missing the EZA Int UI Goku. Million attack stat ain't bad. I'm missing the EZA UI Goku, let me put the free-to-play Fizz UI Goku on there, and you've literally got almost the exact same unit. The only difference is, one's a support, and of course, the free-to-play one doesn't put out as high numbers, which you expect, but still an amazing unit nonetheless. Whereas, for example, with these two free-to-play units, and I keep talking about both of them here, is that yes, they don't have EZAs, granted, but I said it looks like they have a foundation of where they will eventually get an EZA, if that makes sense. But then even now, they're not getting onto anyone's teams. I think even if you're missing units on Planet Namek Saga, for example, other categories, Planet Namek Saga, Dragon Ball Seekers, I would say Planet Namek Saga just because there's not many units on that team. Even then, I don't think they make it ahead of anyone. I think even if you're missing units, you're better off just waiting to get the better units or get the units you're missing. Like, that's how lackluster these free-to-play units are, considering what we've seen recently. So what I'm saying is, I'm hoping there's EZAs along the way. If not, they're just not great. They're really not great at all. Like, the best you're looking at for Krillin in terms of attack stat looks to be 800k. If he's got a form of support, 1 million, and that's it. So we've dodged about 4 times now, which means we can get the exchange off next time they come back. I don't think we would have beat Frieza by then. But yeah, I'm not overly impressed with these. I don't think they're that great at all, I'll be honest. Let's split these two up. Do this and then do this. But yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Now, as I said, if they're getting EZAs, then both the free-to-play units could be very, very good. Just right now, they're just kind of meh. They're very meh. They're not the greatest. They're definitely not the greatest. I don't think they're even good. I wouldn't even say they're good. Like, I'm not even gonna bother taking these two into, you know, Legendary Goku event, even just for, as you would say, content. Not even just for the content. I'm not taking them to ESBR either, because I think both of them would be useless there. Don't get me wrong, this unit would be a little bit more fun compared to Zarbon and Dodoria, because I could build up Vegeta's attack which could be fun to see. We could do a type disadvantage against type disadvantage, you know, full power stage 4 Goku, but even with type advantage, he would get absolutely thwacked with damage, like ridiculous amounts of damage. So yeah, we're gonna exchange him now. So I'm not, as I said, I'm not even gonna bother. I'm not even gonna bother taking him into those. There's just no point. There's just not no point. there's just not any point. First time seeing this though, I could have turned on the sound, but too late. Transformed into a super. No, you haven't. You haven't. So in terms of what he does now, which by the way, as I said, that's why we brought this Vegeta along, because not only is this Vegeta supporting this Vegeta because of the extreme int support, we're also getting a lot of links off, apart from the Saiyan lineage. So right now, Vegeta, now that he's here, he raises attack infinitely, as I said, by 30% every time he supers. He recovers 20% HP once only, which you would have seen there. Attack and defense plus 100%, which is, it's not bad, it's decent for a free-to-play unit. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 50% when performing a super attack. And that's it. I don't know about you, but that just seems incredibly empty for someone's passive. I feel like there should be more. You know what I mean? So yeah, and of course, I mean, you've already seen what the links changed to. It's pretty much almost exactly what these are, apart from prepared for battle, prepared for battle when we haven't got Saiyan lineage up. So right now we've got an attack stat of 150k, 67k defense. Of course, we have got the support from the extreme int support Vegeta. But this will probably be the final. Actually, this turn or the next turn will probably be the final turn. We can't really build up the Vegeta's attack stat, but that's okay. 1.5 million. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad for an attack stat, especially because you can build it up. But even so, I still don't think they're that great, if I'm being honest. In terms of damage and damage output, the Vegeta is, say the Vegeta, like they're the same unit, but until you exchange into Vegeta, it's not good at all when you're just Krillin. And compared to Zarbon and Dodoria, even then, like the Vegeta, if the Vegeta was a standalone unit, you know, I'd be like, yeah, he's okay. But yeah, when you exchange into Vegeta, it's definitely a lot better in terms of damage output. But I don't know, I feel like there's EZAs for these units, just not yet. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Maybe the recent free-to-play units getting EZAs, maybe they're that good that my standard is too high. I'm not entirely sure. Let me know what you think about them down in the comments down below. Do you think they'll be getting EZAs? Do you think they need one? Do you think there's going to be a part 3, or do you think there's going to be one in the future? I don't know, or let me know if I'm wrong. Well, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace.